When we go to class for the day, we sometimes grab a water bottle and maybe a can of soda or coffee in a to-go glass for our caffeine fix, a prepackaged snack, some paper towels in case we make a mess, notebooks, and books. We may toss the newspaper or magazine we've been looking at into the trash on the way out the door. What are we going to do with all of this stuff and after we use it, and how will it affect us and everyone else in the world? We are failing at protecting our natural resources, our oceans, our land, and our atmosphere by not recycling and reusing every product we can. Here's a few statistics that will illustrate our problem. The average person generates 4.5 pounds of trash per day. The Environmental Protection Agency estimates that 75% of solid waste is recyclable, but only 30% is actually recycled. Drink cans are one recyclable product that we use a lot. For example, according to greenwaste.com, in 2004, there were 55 billion aluminum cans that were landfilled, littered, or incinerated. That's enough to fill the Empire State Building 20 times. Another common product that Americans use is water bottles. The Natural Resource Defense Council says that only 13% of water bottles are recycled. To make that point clearer, in 2004, Americans purchased 30 billion water bottles, and 26 billion ended up in landfills. The third thing that we commonly use that can negatively affect our environment if we do not change our recycling and use habits is paper. The EPA says that the United States uses about 71 million tons of paper and paperboard every year. 2 million books, 350 million magazines, and 24 billion newspapers are published. That's a lot of paper. If we recycle paper, greenwaste.com says that for every ton of paper we recycle, we could save 3.5 cubic yards of landfill, 17 30-foot trees, 7,000 gallons of water, 380 gallons of oil, 4,100 kilowatts of energy, and 60 pounds of air pollutants. Recycling is more than just throwing our cans and paper in the recycle bin, though. We also need to be more aware of the entire life cycle of waste. We probably don't think as much about the impact of buying products that are not in recyclable containers and not packaged efficiently to reduce waste. Being aware of the entire process of how raw materials are acquired, how products are manufactured, and how the products are disposed of all impact our environment. As you can see, our product use and habits have set up a need for us to quickly become more diligent in our recycling. How can we can all make a positive impact on our environment by changing our habits now. We can use less and recycle more. The use of your curbside recycling option in Fort Worth is a great place to start. It is really convenient to have it picked up every week, and I've even rubbed off on my family, and we now fill 2 recycle bins each week. We can also encourage businesses, entertainment venues, and other public places to provide recycling efforts. Talk to local government officials about recycling programs. By making simple changes in the way we go about our day, we can greatly impact the environment for the better, allowing the beautiful places on this earth to stay that way. How many of us like to lie on a sunny beach or go to the mountains to ski? How many of us appreciate having open land spaces available? How many of us enjoy the diversity of animal and plant life found all over the planet? All of these things are at risk if we let solid waste consume our land and natural resources and pollute our air by making more and more products. We could see landfills begin to impinge on our homes and favorite vacation spots. And we've all seen the images of marine life strangled by a six-pack ring or the upset to ecosystems that extensive deforestation has already caused. It's never too late to take action. If each of us makes an effort to recycle more and influence others to do the same, it will make a difference. Recycling starts with each of us. If we don't make it part of our everyday routine, our environment will suffer. Here are some easy ways to start. Begin using refillable water bottles instead of plastic. Reduce the amount of paper we use, catalogs we receive, and recycle the paper that we do use. According to the National Resource Defense Council, you can go to catalogchoice.org to stop unwanted junk mail, phone books, credit card offers, and catalogs, because I know we all get a lot of that in the mail. Purchase products that are made with post-consumer recyclable content and packaged in recyclable containers. Take a reusable bag to the shopping store when you go get your groceries, and use a mug instead of a styrofoam cup when you're drinking your morning coffee. I hope each of you will look around at the things you're doing and products you're using and find a way to begin recycling more. Now, for all those things we talked about earlier that we might have grabbed on our way out the door this morning, we can take empty aluminum cans and newspapers and toss them into the recycle bin, use a recyclable water bottle instead of a plastic one, buy paper towels made from recycled content, and put snacks in a larger container into a reusable one. By the way, what are you going to do with your textbook at the end of this semester? If you can't resell it or donate it, it can be recycled.